Okay, seminars.
Okay, now for the seminars, they don't happen in one location.
Okay.
You actually travel around Germany. So one will be in Hamburg, the other one will be in Bremen, the other one will be on an island like on Nordsee or something like that.
Stimmt.
But it's really fun. Like you will travel a lot during your FSJ. That's really cool, and it pays a bit better than au pair.
No.
You get to have, like, for us, for example, where I lived, they gave us an apartment. We were 4 of us sharing that apartment, so 4 girls, and the apartment was also a 4-bedroom
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girls back at it again. My name is Mary Ann Mwangi, and
I am Carol.
once again, talk to me. I'll give you her second name.
Betray me, just know I know where you live.
Sorry.
Najua kwenye unaishi. I know where you live.
That is actually a threat. It's illegal. Like, I can sue you for that.
Prove it.
Hello?
They don't know Swahili. Who are you proving it to? Are you saying me in Kenya?
What do you call a judge in Swahili? What do you call a judge mshikaji? What do you call a mheshimiwa? No. Mahakamani.
No, it's a courtroom. Oh my god. Let's Google this.
Mshukiwa.
No.
Mrejeshi.
No, you're embarrassing us.
Yeah, Google quickly. Mkuu. What's mkunaji? Mkuu. Mheshimiwa. Mwenyekiti.
Hakimu.
Okay, I just singepata. I wasn't really close. Nowhere close to that.
Mshikaji, what the hell? What are you saying? No, it's Hakimu.
No. So guys, we're sorry, like, leave this one, it's her fault. Like, it's never me, it's just this girl.
Girl.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are excited to be hosting Carol because she has information gold. Information that we need to extract out of her woo, squeeze and get it all out. So I think Carol should tell you about it mostly.
So today we are getting in on everything to do with volunteer. Like, how do you apply for this program? How do you prepare for embassy appointments? And like, just generally my experience with volunteer and how it was. So yeah,
Exactly.
I think she has questions. Like, she did an IG reel on it. Like, so you guys asked questions, so I'm here to actually answer them. Yeah.
Oh, honey. You ain't playing. I came here to answer all of your questions. Yeah, so it's almost 3 minutes into the video. We haven't said anything important yet. We're sorry. So first things first, what the heck is volunteer? Like, what do you do?
So volunteer, it's basically it's not paid. They don't say it's paid. They say they give you pocket money. So it's a program where you come to Germany, to a particular institution. It can be a hospital, it can be a kindergarten, it can be like, for me, I did it with disabled people. Like, I was mostly working with disabled people. You can work with the elderly. Like, whichever institution it is you apply to, they bring you into Germany. They are supposed to provide housing for you. They're supposed to provide pocket money for you. And for my case, they provided a language course for us. So these are the 3 things that they actually it's almost similar to au pair, but you earn a bit more and you actually get your own place. Like, they actually, the housing is a bit better because you don't have to live with a German family for a whole year. Yeah, it lasts a whole year, and you basically work in this institution. But yeah, you're a volunteer, but basically you're working. I think it's more cheap labor in a way, but yeah, you have to, you actually get more advantages from it, and it's a great opportunity to learn the German language because you're interacting with it every single day. So yeah, that's basically volunteer.
Honey, we're getting this on the channel. This is, I don't know what are you talking about?
I also didn't know I could speak like that, like bruh.
Yeah, what did big forget? I'm just like, yo, relax, honey.
Okay.
So the next question that I got, is there an age limit for the so-called FSJ and the BFD?
So actually, I realized there's no difference between BFD and FSJ apart from the age limit. So BFD doesn't really have an age limit, but FSJ, you can only do it up to 27 years of age. So if you're over 27 actually, you can't do FSJ anymore. They transfer you to a program called BFD, but it's basically the same thing. The difference is just the age limit and the name. So yeah.
I think you also mean that when you're working with people who are FSJ class and also BFD.
Yeah,
right?
this, yeah, you both work in the same environment. Like the only difference is just the age limit and the name of the program. Other than that, everything else is the same. And in some cases, BFD earn a bit more than the people doing FSJ, but that is dependent on the organization.
Okay, good. I think, yeah, that's a good answer. I think you already mentioned where you get it, so I think that clearly answers where to apply.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that are the requirements for this program, or what did you personally need during your application?
So to apply for a volunteer program, you'll need to create a German CV. So a German CV actually has to have a photo, and like there's actually, you can just download a format from the internet and just see how a German CV is supposed to look like. And Marianne has actually done a video on how to create a German CV and motivational letter, right? Yeah. So she will attach that to this.
Yeah, I think I've done a
why.
motivational letter. I'm not sure about a CV because I think anybody can find a CV online.
Yeah, you can just find it
But I've done a
online.
letter, you're right. I've definitely done a letter.
So you need the CV, the motivational letter, and to do volunteer in another country, you have to have also volunteered in your own country. Because, you know, charity begins at home. You can't be doing things in other people's countries and you yourself, you've not built your country in any way. Like, what you doing? Okay.
Mommy.
They actually require that you have some prior experience, and that's actually relevant for the embassy also.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually good. It's actually good that you have it. Sometimes they don't really make it compulsory, but I feel like when you go to the embassy and you're there, like, I want to go volunteer in Germany. Have you done any volunteer in Kenya? No.
It looks
kind of,
yeah, it's shady.
Yeah.
It's shady, yeah. So a lot of people ask me, why are there so many visas that are denied for au pair, and do you think it's easier to get FSJ visa in comparison to au pair visa?
Yeah, I actually think it's easier to get a volunteer visa because they actually need the personnel in Germany.
That's
and the
true.
embassy actually knows that.
That's true.
So it's normally easier for you to get that. Plus, you already have a higher language requirement. So you have to study until B1. So by the time you're going to the embassy, they already know that this is a person who can integrate into the society easily.
Yeah.
Like it's easier for you than someone who has only A1 to come into this society and actually be able to make it.
Yeah.
So that's I think that is one factor. And also the FSJ visa application is free.
Oh yeah. Oh,
in Kenya.
I think you shouldn't say that loudly, because I know so many people that got the money from their parents and then they didn't pay.
No, I'm sorry.
No, come on, that's the truth. So just say it.
That's
actually
really
the
free
truth
in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. In some countries, it's not free,
Mm-hmm.
but in Kenya, it's free. And I remember, like for us, the organization I came with, when you get here, they actually refund the money you paid at the embassy.
Oh yeah, and the ticket.
And the ticket, they don't refund the whole thing, but they refund part of the price you paid for your flight ticket.
Oh, that's nice.
Some actually pay for the whole thing, but some only refund a part of it. So yeah, it's actually good. So the countries where you pay for the visa, they will refund it to you. Some organizations.
Yeah, on top of that, I think it's locker for me to say that, locker means it's easy to say that Carol came through a volunteer. My brother also, my blood brother, our firstborn son, Bobby, he also came through. Oh my God, where is this energy coming from?
I don't know.
Yeah, our firstborn brother also came to Germany. He came before all of us, and he just finished his Ausbildung. Congratulations! Yeah, he also came through volunteering. I would like you to quickly kind of state some of the things you think are the exact requirement. I think you already mentioned a little and everything, but how about the language?
Okay, so when you're applying for a volunteer, like when you're sending your application to the organization, you need to have your CV, you need to have your motivational letter. Then they will require you to have B1 level of language. But in some instances, like let's say, for example, in Kenya, the exams are only every 4 or 3 months, right?
Yeah,
like there are only three exams per year or something like that, right? So in case you haven't done your exam yet and you've already started the applications and these people are already communicating with you, you can just give them the date of your exam and tell them, like you can just communicate your situation and tell them that I have already booked my exam for this and this date. I will be doing my exam here. And in a week or so after this date, I will have the results for you guys. Like I will have a certificate to actually bring to you guys. Most cases, they're really understanding and they just, like the process will already start, they'll start processing your whole contract and all that even before you have your certificate. You just have to bring the certificate at the end. So you just have to know how to communicate on your own, like with the organization and all that. So yeah, that's about the language requirement. You also have to give them, like, you have to tell them of your prior experience about, like, if you volunteered in your country, where did you volunteer? How does that motivate you to come and volunteer here? Like, how does it relate? What are your future plans? And that is actually the same requirement that you need at the embassy.
Okay.
So when you're going to the embassy, you'll need to take your CV, you'll need to take your motivational letter now for the embassy to tell them, like, what's your plan? You're going to volunteer in Germany, yeah, but what is actually motivating you to go and do this volunteer program? What is your plan after the volunteer program? And these are actually questions that they ask you at the embassy. And be ready to answer your questions in German. Be ready to answer in German. Be ready to have your questions asked in German also. So be ready. Like the language requirement is a bit higher.
Yeah.
They'll need you to have, so I've talked about the CV, the motivational letter, and really write something that makes sense. Yeah. She has a video. Like,
yeah.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Then you have to have, like, if you've said you volunteered with St. John's or Red Cross, for example, you have to have a letter that proves that you did that for the embassy. You have to have a letter stating that this and this person, or a certificate or something like that that proves this and this person volunteered here for this amount of time. And to other than that, what do you need? Actually, the language certificate, you have to present it at the embassy.
Your passport,
your
school certificate. School certificate, leaving certificate also. Yeah,
you remember I had to go get mine.
Leaving. Which one is leaving? Leaving is not the right comment.
The right comment.
Yeah, I think KCC certificate is one that has the grade.
Yeah, and then there's another certificate that you usually pick at the school.
Result slip.
No, there's a leaving certificate also.
Yeah, but leaving certificate.
I remember. Okay. I don't know where I needed it, but I needed it somewhere in that process. I don't know where exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But just in case, it's good if you have it.
Yeah, have it just in case.
You may not need it, but better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
You don't have it, yeah.
So yeah, all your certificates, and remember to carry money for G4S. G4S money. I think right now it's like 500. When I was applying,
I paid I think 200 or so, yeah.
And I paid 300, so by now
probably 600 or so. And let me tell you the truth, if you don't have this G4S money, they would deny you visa.
They can't send you the
they cannot process your papers, because how will you get it back? So if you're going to have money to the embassy, make sure you have an extra €10, let's call it, for the courier service that's supposed to send you back your document. And if you don't have, I personally, on my appointment, I had it, and then there was someone next to me who didn't have it, and they just rolled their eyes on her. And then when I went out at the gate, there were also some other people who were coming in, and at the gate is where you pay for this G4S. So if you don't have it, if they let you in, they know you're just going to get denied visa, and they tell you that. They literally tell you that. It's just unfortunate that if you don't know it prior, then you just don't know, but you probably just have to book another appointment. So be careful to have a little bit of extra money to pay for your
G4S, like the courier service, so that when the passport is, like when the visa is processed, they can send your passport back to you.
Yeah.
So that's the fee you pay.
Yeah.
Other than that, is there anything I've forgotten?
I think it's important for us to go directly into the interview in itself. So how does it run? Like, what do they ask, and what is it that you're supposed to say so that you get visa? Because there are things that you can say that would directly deny you visa.
So for me, what happened? You first go to you get to the embassy. You go first and submit your documents. So you have to give them. Oh, and you also have to take your contract with you.
Oh yeah,
your contract, your volunteer contract that is signed. Please make sure it is signed, and if possible, send take the original copy. But in some situations, things happen.
Yeah,
mail gets lost or something like that. Like for me, mine didn't ever get there, so I had to print out a scan of my original. Like I had to tell them to send me a scanned copy of the contract, and then I printed it out, signed it on my side, and they had already signed theirs, and I just took the scan, and I just told them, postal services really failed me. What is this thing called?
DHL.
Yeah, they really failed me. My contract never got here, but I have a scan.
Yeah.
So they're really understanding. They get it. Things happen. So yeah, you take your documents, they get processed, then you're told to wait. So you wait for a while, like you're taken to a waiting room, wait for a while, and then now you go to the physical interviews, like now the interview. And honestly, like for me, I got a really nice lady there. She was really kind.
I think we got the same lady. Was she a German lady, really short, with like brown hair?
I'm not good.
Oh my god, this one does not remember anything that concerns human beings. She will see a dog, but she won't see who was with the dog. Like
I really
I'm
swear, really bad with faces, names. Like I just don't like people. Maybe I don't know. Like I don't know. Like my memory just filters out people and leaves everything else. It's weird. So anyway, I know she was a lady and she was really nice. Yeah. And I think she was German.
Yeah, I also got interviewed by a German lady.
That was I was sure.
She was nice also.
Yeah. And actually for volunteer, like I remember when I went to the embassy, I was so prepared with the questions that you gave me.
Oh yeah.
But I was only asked like 7 questions, and it wasn't really that bad. So they ask you actually what language you want to do the interview in. To be safe, if you're not really sure about your German skills, you can tell them you'll do it in both languages. But the moment you tell them you're doing it in English alone, that's already a red flag. Like, why do you have
I actually said I want to do mine in English?
Yeah, but that was au pair.
Oh yeah,
the requirement is
but I had
already
B1. Oh yeah, it's true. Okay, it's true. Mine was just easy because I had B1 and I only needed A1.
Yeah,
but even with B1,
they already don't expect you to be able to
speak.
That
you're
much.
Right.
But this is volunteer. They expect that you have B1 level of language.
Absolutely, yeah.
So they will ask you what language do you want to use.
Yeah.
If you tell them only English, it's already like you have B1.
What do you want to do? Relax.
So, yeah, I remember I was also really doubting myself in that process, but I told her I'll do it with both languages. Like wherever I'm able to answer in English, I will answer in English. If I'm able to answer in German, I will answer in German. And she was really nice. She just told me, okay, what we'll do, I will ask the questions in German. You will answer them in whichever language you're comfortable in. And that's what we did. So any question I was finding really hard to answer in German, I was answering it in English, and it was totally fine.
Okay.
And yeah, there are not really a lot of questions. It was just like, what's your motivation? And don't be nervous. She will write everything you say.
Yeah, it's true. She writes everything. She
like,
writes
the whole time she's just like... It's
I
really
was
nerve-wracking, but
scared.
don't be scared. Just know she will write.
Oh, sorry. Did I even tell you they write, or you just went and
I
found
don't know,
they
but
write?
I was just like, bro, what are you writing?
What are you writing?
What are you writing? Like,
Yeah.
calm down.
They write the whole time.
Yeah, she's writing the whole time, whatever you're saying. So don't be nervous. They're really nice. So yeah, they ask you a few questions. What's your motivation? In case we deny you this visa, what is your plan B? Genau.
Here's your plan B.
You're supposed to have a plan in case this thing does not work.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be relying on this thing alone. Got it? Like you can't be, the plan of your life is to retain Germany. Like,
Yo, relax. Like plan ahead.
yeah. So yeah, they'll ask you what your plan B is.
Yeah.
And what else do they ask? Like, it's just standard questions.
Yeah.
Oh, they ask you about the organization you're going to volunteer for, so you should know a bit about it. Yeah, they ask you like, where is it, and what kind of an organization are you going to volunteer for? How many hours will you be working per week? How much are you getting? Yeah, they actually ask things like this. It was just really easy questions, and all the questions that they ask you can be answered from everything that you wrote in your motivational letter. So just make sure the things that you say in this interview align to what is written in your letter, because she is writing everything you say. You will compare.
Yeah, I remember that lady told me, because personally for me, I got really comfortable with her, that I eventually asked her, so what are you going to do with what you're writing? She told me, for me, I'm just the person who listens. If I go above, like to the person who decides, actually the person who's interviewing you is not the person who decides whether or not you get visa. For her, she goes and presents your case the way you presented it to her. And then the person who is above her is the one who decides whether or not you get visa. Because for me, I was just like, yo,
are you the one giving me my visa?
Yo, I mean, the vibe.
Should I be talking to you nicely?
Yeah, should I? No? Well, not exactly in that way, but I did actually ask her, like, why do you write everything, and what is it? And then she told me, the thing is, I have to make an image of you, and then I have to go and present it to someone else who then decides whether or not you get visa.
Yeah. But I kind of got the sense that volunteer questions are like way less intense than au pair questions.
Yeah.
Like they're not as many.
For me, I got 17 questions. Like, no joke, nothing. I tell people that I don't know whether they still ask 17 questions. That lady, of course, we got comfortable with each other. She asked me a total of 17 questions.
I remember the paper she had only had 8 questions, and the 8th question was, do you have any question?
Yeah, and they asked me, do you have any question? I asked them, I don't have this paper, okay? They didn't send me this one. But they say the authorities there, they don't allow them to say, is it possible I might go? Oh my God. Oh my God. And then she was like, yeah, if she said you don't need it, then you don't really need it. It's not going to be a problem. And I was just like, I like this one. I like this lady. Like, she was so friendly.
I don't even remember what I asked her.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my question was, but I remember I was asked 7 questions, and then the 8th one was, do you have any question for us? And you have to have, it's nice to have a question.
It's nice to have, yeah.
It's nice to have
it's
a
just
question.
like any
just
other
show
interview,
that there's interest, you're interested in what's going on. So after that, she walks you out, by the way.
Yeah.
She'll walk you out to the gate.
To the gate, like all the way.
Yeah, she's really nice. She'll just walk you out, and in that time, she's still talking to you. And I have a feeling that still counts as the interview.
Me too. But do you know what I think?
But
I think they have to walk you out.
Asked me relevant questions.
Even on the way out.
Yeah, and I was
I think she did. She
bruh.
asked me the same things. I think we also had quite a conversation.
Yeah.
There. But I think they walk you out for security purposes. They don't want you staying in there.
Yeah, I guess.
They walk you in, like the way in, there's police everywhere.
Yeah.
Where there's G4S at the gate, there's G4S at the second gate, there's G4S at the door, and then there's G4S on the other side.
It wasn't that serious.
G4S?
Yeah.
I thought it was cheapy.
No, it's G4S.
Yeah.
By the time I was going, it was like my appointment was on like 24th of December. And then
okay, most
the
people are
next
home.
yeah, there was so like there were not so many people there. It was really relaxed, and I remember the people I got there, like the people who were sitting next to me during that time, they were so friendly.
Oh, that's nice.
That was
That
really
was nice.
Yeah,
For me,
like,
I
my
felt
experience was
guarded the
actually
whole way.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like I said,
For
I
me,
personally
there
think
weren't
they-
really that many
Yeah.
people.
yeah, but 24th also, that's really
Yeah,
nice.
it was a time where no one is even like
You know,
making
come finish, go.
appointments.
Come
Yeah.
finish, go.
Again now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really relaxed, and yeah, she just walked me out, asked me a few questions along the way. Like I remember I had told her if it doesn't work out, I'll just join uni and continue with my education.
I think that's the same thing she asked me on the
Yeah,
door.
and then when she was walking me out, she was like, "Okay, so which university are you planning to join if this doesn't work out?" And I was like, "Bruh, okay, think fast."
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I said, but I just mentioned some random university, and I actually told her two, and I told her I'm just weighing my options, but these are the two I am really thinking about. And she was like, "Oh, okay, that's nice."
Yeah.
And then I just left, went and met my mom.
I think we should do another video to compare like visa questions for that and for au pair, because for me the feeling I had is I had an extreme feeling that this woman is a psychologist, and she kept asking me questions that are tied to each other, so that I felt I kept on repeating myself, and because I had already a structured story how I want to approach my interview.
Really structured story such that if you ask this, it will lead to this and this and this and this and this and this
and this. And I felt like I kept repeating myself over and over again. I think they wanted you to change what you're saying so that they know whether or not it's serious or it's not. So if you're
lying
or you're lying, yeah. So they ask you questions that are tied to each other. They will ask you the first question, the second. They leave that topic, but towards the 10th question, they also ask you the same thing to see if you're changing your mind about something. So I did have a feeling I was really kind of getting interrogated, but you know.
For me, it was really smooth sailing.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't really that bad. Even when she walked me out, that's when I actually realized, hey, okay, this woman may be actually playing me psychologically.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, this interview is still going on. Okay, bye. Cool. But yeah, so don't be nervous about the appointment. They're all nice.
They're nice.
It really doesn't take that long actually. And yeah, as long as you have all the requirements, all the documents necessary. And by the way, don't trip in case you forget something or if you don't have something. Because I remember, like for me, when I got to the place where I was supposed to submit my documents, they told me, because my contract was starting a day before my insurance, I had to get insurance for that day.
Oh yeah.
And also, I was flying in one day before my contract starts. So I had to get insurance for that day. And that lady just told me, get insurance, send it to us via email. Like, send us the confirmation that you have bought insurance via email. And then, like, we'll start processing your stuff. So actually, that's what made me kind of lean towards the side of, I might be getting this visa, because she's already asking me to buy insurance. Like, yo, you can't tell me to buy something and then be like, we're not even giving you.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And also, it's illegal to be in Germany without insurance, even for a single day.
So I had to buy insurance for that day that I was uncovered. Like, that one single day.
Team made it covered all our
one
lives
day.
in Kenya.
I'm just like,
yo, will I die?
one day. If that's the day I die, I die.
I die. The Kenyans in me.
Yeah, but anyway, I just bought the insurance because I'm not even about to joke with my visa. Oh,
is it insurance you want?
That's it. Here, take.
Oh, take. Anything else, madam?
Is that it?
Is that it? Do you want something else?
So yeah, honestly, it was okay. And I got here. Volunteer is cool, by the way. It's really nice. It's a good experience. There are a lot of seminars, and in these seminars, you're taken like to different parts of Germany. Like, it's like you're taken on what? Like, you take trips around Germany.
Like so.
Yeah.
I was trying to find one.
I'm trying to find words to actually explain it, but
Okay, seminars.
now for the seminars, they don't happen in one location.
Okay.
You actually travel around Germany. So one will be in Hamburg, the other one will be in Bremen, the other one will be on an island like on in Nordsee or something like that.
stimmt.
But it's really fun. Like you will travel a lot during your FSJ. That's really cool, and it pays a bit better than au pair.
No.
You get to have, like, for us, for example, where I lived, they gave us an apartment. We were 4 of us sharing that apartment, so 4 girls, and the apartment was also a 4-bedroom apartment. Then you just share the apartment, so you kind of have your own freedom because you're running your own life. So when you get off work, you just go home, do whatever you feel like doing. For us, they provided lunch, so all I had to worry about was breakfast and dinner. And for me, I'll just wake up and go to work.
I will eat there.
I will eat there.
I shall eat there.
Hey, I shall eat there.
It
So
is
me,
there it shall be eaten.
the only thing I am buying is supper.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
Yeah, honestly, I found it really nice, but I guess some organizations don't provide lunch.
Yeah, if
I
they
don't know,
provide lunch,
yeah.
you have to pay. You have to pay.
Some of them
they
are
call
like
it-
that.
What do they even call that money? I've forgotten. Kleingeld oder so. Yeah.
Coffee guild? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, so it depends on the organization, but I would really recommend FSJ. Just make sure when you're applying, you apply to an organization that you feel you can actually work at. If you don't like kids, don't go to a kindergarten.
Oh!
Just don't go to a kindergarten. If you don't like old people, don't apply to a senior's home.
Don't do it. Don't.
If you're afraid of hospitals, don't apply to a hospital.
Why?
That's just it.
They will take you there. Like,
Where you apply is where they'll take you.
yeah,
So
there's no in between.
my thing is just apply where you feel you will be comfortable enough working, and then that's it. Like volunteer is actually not that bad because you have your freedom. Like after work hours, you're done. You go do your own thing. You have 2 days a week free, and you're at home. Like no one is there to control what you're doing in the house or anything like that. Apart from like I had some my roommates were weird, but other than that, gate. Yeah, she has a story.
Hey!
She has a story, but yeah, other than that, volunteer was a really good experience for me. It also sucked that Corona just hit immediately when I got here, so I didn't get to travel that much. I think I only attended one seminar outside, and then boom, they locked us in with COVID, so all the other seminars were online. But I think now that COVID is getting the situation is getting a bit better right now. I've heard from other people doing volunteer that they've already started traveling again, which is really cool because it's a paid vacation
For free. And you have peers, and I think it's even easier to make friends as a volunteer.
Yeah, because everything is provided during these seminars. Meals from breakfast to lunch to dinner, everything is provided. Like, it's really good. All you're doing the whole day is just activities with your peers.
As you speak.
Yeah, the whole time you're just playing games, to team building and all these things. Like, it's really fun, and they let you plan your activities.
Oh, you choose?
Yeah, it's a really German system.
Oh yeah.
It's a really
Sorry,
German system.
like, am I new?
You choose what you want to do. Like right now, if you're having this seminar, you already plan for the next one. Like, what do we want to do here? What kind of activities should we prepare for? Should we carry balls? Should we carry this? Should we carry this? Like, it was really
That
good.
is so German, like.
Yeah, it was a really German system.
Yeah, that's
so
really German.
FSJ was a good experience for me. Apart from Corona, it was okay. I really found it to be nice. I would recommend it. Just make sure you choose an institution you're ready to work at. Because
Hey,
spending a lot of
sister,
time there.
get you a channel. Get you a channel. Today is like I'm VIP. I'm just watching. Like, yo, relax. The girl can talk.
I have calmed down. I think there's something you gave me today, right?
No?
She poisoned my water, guys.
Do you know this is evidence? By the way,
I don't talk this much.
since I moved here, I'm so conscious of the law. I swear, I am so conscious. Like, everything that I think is illegal, I cannot afford a lawsuit.
No.
Leave me out of it. I think we need to end this video.
Yeah.
It's almost 30 minutes. We are sorry. Once again, we are sorry. I cannot believe it. I am getting you a channel. So you guys, if you want to see a lot and more of Carol on the channel, make sure you let us know on the comment section if you have any questions. I will tag her Instagram on the channel so you guys can find her and bombard her. Bombardier with questions and everything and her own experience. If you guys want, she can share her whole episode experience here, even if you already touched on it, and then we can keep moving.
Yes.
Thank you so much if you stayed all the way, bro.
I'm also shocked. Like, yo,
Relax.
what influence?
Are you regretting?
No.
Do you have
But
regret?
I feel like I have used my social battery for today and tomorrow. So tomorrow, if I'm not talking to you, please don't judge me.
If you have any introvert friends, as someone who doesn't really run out of energy from being around people, like, do you suffer these people hating you for a day? Like,
We don't hate you. We just
you
say
hate,
that
she
we
loves
run
me
out
on
of
Monday,
battery.
she hates me on Tuesday.
No, on Tuesday I just have no energy to talk or do anything, so I'm just like, And then on Wednesday I'm recharged, so I will talk to you.
And how do you not have energy to talk? What does it cost you to talk? Like,
You remember the way you were telling me you're
Yeah.
tired of talking?
yeah.
That's how I feel.
I'm only tired of talking because I have COVID.
Yes, now that's how I usually feel on a regular.
Okay, thank you guys for sticking around. She's helpful, but you can see what I go through in my life, yeah?